Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. To throw on 2nd down, Jones. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Cook stripped, the ball's out. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Boom, land it.
Handoff comes to Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Jones on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. Cook. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there, taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. A nice little juke. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Second down. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. The 30. And now running right through him. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Paul Richardson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they've got it here with a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room in midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Diggs. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a 1st down as well. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And there's a profound effect on this game.
And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Gone!
Now Jones to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that, but a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sheldon Richardson able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got Fuller. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Allen going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And some room to work. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Gone!
Here's Jones on first down. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Jones steps away to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing, Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 15 now after the sack. It's third and goal.
Gone, 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 gone.
Now Jones. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take...
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's third down. The Vikings on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Detroit!
Jones operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Throwing now is Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, here's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Jones over the middle, complete. That's Martinez. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A give. This is Cook. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Darren Lee there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Jones to throw on second down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, check. 3 down. Gone.
Here's Jones throwing on third and long. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit. It's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road.
That they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Allen will try again on second down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Throwing is Allen on third. And this is going to be incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And we return, welcoming you back to me. To throw on second down, Jones. Finding room inside the 40. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go now.
Jones looking to throw on second down. Buying time to his left. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Gone.
Jones now on 1st and 10. This is caught. A good pickup there, 22.
these guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now Allen to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Lucky 56.
To throw on 3rd down. Allen, he's got a first down past the 30. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air.
Lucky 56.
Allen to throw once more. He's going to let this one go deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete.
Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Allen, got to have this one. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times?
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Allen going to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
On play action, Allen. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, it's Allen. And Ingram holds it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Detroit!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper, had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon, big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long